first episode of Beyond the Build, where we're going to be going over people around the Dothan, Alabama area's car builds, but also going beyond that into their personal story of why they chose a car. Maybe they don't like the car, something of that nature. So today I have Gabe here with his 2025 Hyundai Elantra N, and he's only 18 and has a nicer car than me. So to me, that's a flex, right? So as far as I'm aware, he's got a pretty good amount of stuff done to this. Nothing crazy from what I understand. So I'll pass it over to you and go ahead and give us a good overview of it.
So basically, it's a 25 DCT model. Don't bash me, manual guys. So we're gonna start with the exterior. Just from the front, we've got the Aeroflow Dynamics front lip. Cheap little Amazon M-style mirror caps. Don't bash me, BMW guys. And then on the sides here, we've got the Aeroflow Dynamics. I want to say S-style side skirts. That's about it. Exterior wise, stock ride height, OEM wheels.
That's it, huh?
That's it, right?
All right. So what about engine mods? I know it makes some sound.
Yeah, mainly sound stuff. I like my sounds. So let's start with the big thing. We've got the 4-inch titanium whoosh intake paired with their inlet. We've got HKS SSQB blow-off valve. It's silver.
We've got the catback.
Catback. We've got a Porla Attack catback. It's 3 inches all the way out to 5-inch tips. Performance-wise, nothing too crazy. Just a step holder, spark plugs. We've got a JB4 piggyback system. Just adds a tad bit more boost. I've got the high pressure fuel pump from the Sonata, the 2.5T, just to keep everything good. Pushing stuff on top. Besides that,
I noticed the intercooler as well.
Oh yeah,
yeah, sticks out a lot.
6-element intercooler. It keeps all the IATs pretty cool, in this hot ass southern weather.
Yeah, very hot out here.
Yeah.
All right, so aside from that, now that we kind of get a good idea of what all you've done to it, go ahead and tell me why you chose the N. I mean, you got options. You could have went with a WRX, maybe a Civic Si.
Oh yeah.
And you decided on the N. So just why is that?
I just really like the styling. It's a very good budget option in my opinion. I love the Type R's, just not in a position to really fork out 50 grand.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Oh yeah, not at all. And I mean, performance-wise, on paper, I mean, it's solid. Community, not my favorite, but I mean, it's getting better. There's a fair amount of tuning options out there. It's a good car. I mean, for the money, it's probably the best option unless you can get your hands on like a used S3 or GTI, somewhere in there.
Yeah, you got some experience with those around here.
Oh, yeah.
So now I gotta ask, man. I know there's something you don't like about the car. I know there's something that you wish was different.
Definitely. So with it being, on the budget end, on the interior wise, there's a lot of plastic bits that I'm not too big of a fan of. Exterior, the rear is not my favorite. I feel like they could have put in a little bit more effort there. And take a page out of the book, like the chapter R, the Type R. There we go. Like the wider fenders and rear quarters. I would like that because this is so previously I had a 24 SEO and this is the exact same width as that. So.
Yeah, right. They definitely could have gave more of an aggressive stance, maybe more just tire poke, something of that nature. So what's the story behind this? What led you to getting this? Was it just you woke up and said I want an Elantra N, or I know you mentioned the Hyundai before?
Yeah, so I've been plotting on these since I came out in 22, I believe. And I wasn't too big of a fan of the pre-facelift, but so I had a 24 SEO base model things, and this had just came out, and around the time my SEO had a recall on the EFG, and I was on the way home, not on the way home, I was on the way back from dropping a coworker's TV off, and it just pretty much locked up.
So steering locked up?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess steering, brakes, all that good stuff, it just turned off. Turned into a 3,000-pound metal brake.
Yeah, so I assume that got totaled out.
Yeah, so, and this was the best option that I had available that I wouldn't have to wait on. So.
And that's a bold move, having an issue with a Hyundai, the car itself, that led that one to his demise, and you still went with a Honda. You know, that's something that if it was me, I would have went with somebody else. You know?
Yeah, I was definitely considering like the BMW route. Actually was in Tallahassee looking at it before we got. It just didn't really have
V58.
Yeah, that's definitely probably going to be the next move. I've been eyeing the Supras, even though they are just a Z4 body kit. But I really like the platform, and I mean it's been out a while, and I mean I wouldn't mind moving to it.
Yeah. So how long do you kind of plan on keeping this one around? Is it going to be a couple more years, or?
Yeah. Honestly, well, we don't really have any, kind of cornering tracks around here, just cottonwood with the 8. But the plan is, once I get another vehicle and start making some pretty good money, I kind of want to do like a kind of like track conversion to it.
Yeah.
Take it up to Barber and something.
Okay. So you're going to use it how it was intended, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that's something that's not common around here for sure. You know, you have everybody running around with pop tunes and stage 1 and just driving around trying to, roll race people. You don't have a lot of actual track use out of them. And I mean, that's definitely something that's not popular around here. I know I've seen it done before, but not really around here.
Yeah, I think the closest thing we have really is just like little autocross stuff they do up there in Mesa.
Yeah. So, kind of just wrapping up, is there any regrets with getting this? Do you kind of wish you would have just got a different car sometimes?
Yeah, looking back,
I know you mentioned that BMW.
Yeah, looking back, I probably should have gone with the BMW if it was like where I wanted it, price and package wise. Also, like the GTIs, I wasn't familiar with the EA AAA platform and how bang for buck it is.
They're ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
they're ridiculous.
But yeah, that's probably one of my biggest gripes with this. Probably is the fact that there's not too much aftermarket support right now. This platform is so new.
Right.
But they're in the works.
And I mean, really, when you look into the genetics of it, it's just a newer Genesis coupe motor in a very basic sense.
Oh yeah.
So just to kind of end this, if there's anybody that's around your age group, let's say 18 or something like that, and they're wanting to get into the car community, do you think this is a good choice, or do you think they should go with something else, like a Golf or maybe an A3?
It honestly just boils down to what you really want out of a car. If you're looking for, something that handles pretty good, front wheel drive, not crazily expensive, because you can get your hands on these used for pretty good.
Right.
If you're looking for like a rear-wheel drive option, I definitely recommend probably the FRS, BRZ, GR86 platform.
A little bit slower, but
yeah. But I mean, the modifications are out there, and in my eyes, it's a modern-day S-Chassis. So
yeah, I can see that. Yeah, especially after owning one with a turbo, it really, if you can afford for a turbo kit, it night and day.
Yeah, and if you got your your pockets lined up well, and want to kind of get into something that's friendly to beginners, and you'd be willing to put some money into mods, not too worried about overall reliability, I definitely recommend something at 55.
Yeah, like a 335i.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to wrap this up today. Like I said, this is the first episode. There's many more to come from people around this area.